3, 2, live.
You're now watching Two Old Farts Making Noises.
This is wait, let's just do a close-up of Noosh. I'm sorry for you people on the podcast. There you go. There's the Noosh.
Boing. Happy Easter and Chag Sameach, everybody.
There you go. And today apparently is thank you. And today apparently is glasses day for everybody. So there you go. We're all gonna wear glasses.
Yeah. Well, I am surrounded by the sun, and besides that little sliver of wood that is doing the seam of my windows. So
unfortunately, here it's pouring rain and dark. So we wearing glasses. No, I just wanted to be cool for the first few seconds. Huh?
Are you still in Texas?
Yes, please don't remind me.
Texas, New York.
Still. Well, we just got back from Chicago. I think I'll be in New York next week or the week after, and then I'll be back in Texas because we got our break coming up the week of the 23rd. We got a break coming up from Two Old Farts. We're taking a holiday. I have to get my penis reduction. David's going to go to the UK.
Again?
Yeah, it's a whole thing. Again, I know, right? So, it's like the old John Lovitz joke. He said he was on a dating site during...
How long are we taking a vacation?
Just a week. We're just going to take the week of the 23rd. So we'll come back May 1st, bright and refreshed and ready to go. Ooh.
Yeah. I have to go back to the land of my fathers.
Where is that?
So down back to the UK, to the land of my fathers.
I thought you were going to say back to the USSR. The song by the Beatles.
Yeah, how lucky you are!
It's actually their homage to the Beach Boys. That's why they wrote it.
Beach Boys, what a great band.
They thought that the surf sound was really good, so when they came back from the US, we thought we have to have a surfing number. So they wanted to have a bit of a tongue-in-cheek version of it. So it's back in the US, back in the US, back in the USSR. Yeah, great.
Now
very nice.
Explained, David.
Now we have learned something about the Beach Boys. This is very exciting.
Highbrow of the show.
Yeah.
Well, today you have no guest news. You just stuck with us.
Exactly. Speaking of the show, so I wonder, and I've been wondering since my first show with the guest with Alp, where did I end up putting those wonderful books that we love? The first one, The Secret Life of the Colors. And the number 2, our favorite fact checker, Mr. Bernard Weber.
You had him last week.
No,
have you finally finished the list in this? Yeah.
So first, so then I lost the colors. I must have left, not lost. I must have left the colors.
You left the colors. Yep, and you left the other book at the other guy. Yeah.
Oh man, well don't worry. I do have some things because it is Easter, so I figure what we can do today. A few different things. I found some interesting trivia about Easter and Passover, which I did not know about. And we'll start with the colors. So both Easter and Passover, they do have one prominent color that they share together, which is the color white.
Virgins.
Yeah. I'm not sure why the white, but that's the only color that they have in common.
Yeah, why white? Okay. I don't understand that.
I'm not sure.
Because it's a racist holiday. That's why.
Oh my goodness.
Just a white holiday, yeah.
See, white. So white is frequently associated with innocence and purity. However,
that's me.
The color is also affiliated with the Easter holiday. The Easter lily, believed to have grown in the Garden of Gethsemane following Christ's crucifixion, is white.
Yeah, Gethsemane.
What's more, in the art world, white lilies often represent the Virgin Mary as the symbol of her purity.
I'm sorry.
So I guess.
Listen, if we're gonna what about Winnie the Pooh? He's a virgin. Why doesn't he get any credit? You know what I'm saying?
He's not white.
Well, he's yellow, so you know. So that means that maybe here's a controversial statement. Maybe all virgin bears are yellow. Just saying. Yeah.
That's
comments
true.
below, please. Comments below.
But I have a problem with this fable thing about the virgin birth. I just have a problem with
Winnie the Pooh, you mean? Winnie the Pooh?
No, Winnie the Pooh I believe wholeheartedly. But I have the Tao of Pooh somewhere in my book collection, which I love.
But you know, of course, it's built on Jewish mythology. That the Messiah would be born of a virgin. That's the reason why that's carried on into the early Christian church.
Yeah, but that's all Mesopotamian stuff. That's even before the Jews, and then they had something before that. Something before that.
You guys had it in the first book, and then in the Old Testament, it says that the next Messiah will be born of a virgin. So that very conveniently clicked those two stories together, did it not?
Well, yeah, but I mean,
you know. Well,
a virgin back then, I think, was a little different. I don't think they meant like a real virgin. I think they meant somebody that just wasn't passed around the town. So.
Well, that's stretching it.
That's what she would say. But anyway, thank you. I'm here, Little Thursday. Tip your waist. Anyway, let's not talk about. We can talk about religion because
you're fired again.
This is a children's show, Stephen. Come on.
Oh, I'm sorry. Never mind. Sorry, kids.
You'll upset the puppets.
Okay.
So upset the bunny. The bunny is gonna run away and fly off with his ears. Oh, speaking of flying away, so the day before yesterday, I went to my baker, which is absolutely fantastic. I'll be making a little video about all the businesses around my town, and I'm starting with Keene. And on my way back home, I saw this beautiful bird of prey at the stop sign, and I opened the window and asked him like, "Well, what's up? How's the hunting?" And he wasn't very pleased with my questioning, so he left, and I followed him flying, and he flew right by my car for about 2 or 3 minutes, like at 25 miles an hour. Those guys are so quick. My goodness, I had no idea. That's such a great travel. I wish I was a bird.
A bird of prey. But was it an electric bird of prey, or did it run on gasoline?
No. Like he was just floating on air. 24 miles an hour.
Wow.
That's very quick.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right? For a bird? I was very impressed. And I was even more impressed. At some point, he must have arrived into someone's territory, a bird that was a tenth of his size, and who started attacking him. I was like, what are you doing? I guess,
crazy.
Mating season, they have their nest.
Well, maybe the other bird was a policeman, and he was trying to give him a speeding ticket.
Oh my God, maybe. I love that brain of yours.
Now, were these birds virgins? Because it's the mating season, and we're talking about the virgin birth, apparently.
Well, it was not yellow. That's all I say.
You know that any female bird would have been, shall we say, serviced by an obscene number of male birds, because each individual egg will have a different parent.
How do you know that?
Different father. That is true.
Which birds? I love the mating things of Natural Geographic.
All birds.
All birds have multiple.
The eggs in most nests. The eggs in most nests will have been from different donors.
I guess it's better. Well, you'll never have inbreeding that way. I guess it's better for the gene pool at the end of the day.
Yeah.
There's actually a tribe. So that was a conversation that I had when you do Uber and you share it with people. I remember I had this conversation. It was me, a lady from Nepal, and another lady from a tribe in Amazonia. And I don't remember.
And you guys were all trying to breed?
We were discussing our mating. I don't know how we ended up talking about men and the way that it works in their country. So the woman in Nepal told us that the best thing that she can find, the holy grail, is to marry brothers. So that's over there. And then in the tribe from the woman in the rainforest, she said that there's no such thing as marriages or your own partner. There's the very the strongest, healthiest women and the strongest, healthiest men that will mate through like whenever, like I don't know, I don't remember exactly when is the
natural
time.
process.
But they're like, and then there will be the kids of the tribe. There will be no such thing as, that's my child. Like they're all born together in the tribe from fathers that they will not know because they all, make love together from the strongest gene pool. And yeah, and all that happened in an Uber around Soho, stuck in traffic. It's very interesting. We only know that one thing.
That's how most tribes. That's how most tribes have evolved as well. The strongest member of the tribe would get the best food because he would probably be the better fighter, the better warrior, and therefore you'd have the choice of his best partner. So that goes back centuries to when we were probably back to Stephen's time, around the caveman time. That sort of
even before we were doing stuff like that. Yeah. So we're good. So let me get this straight. So basically, if I'm in this tribe with the pole chick or the chick from the Amazon, I sleep with everybody, and then I get up at 2 a.m. and go banga banga boonga boonga baga baga, and I go back to bed, and then I can do that every night with just someone different.
Yeah.
No, you cannot do that every night. They have a special time. They have a special time. It's not it's not debauchery, Stephen.
Out of our evolution as a Homo sapiens, that would be how our tribes evolved. Always be the strongest. Would choose the strongest female.
What about the aliens and the lizard people though? Because if you look at what Graham Hancock says, we're just another lineage of something that happened millions and millions of years ago. And if you read the paper from the CIA on the gateway, when you die, you go back to the absolute. So then the question is, where are we?
We are all made of stars. #Moby.
No, we're made of energy, actually, not stars and atoms, and we're made of one consciousness, and we're all connected together.
Stars made of energy? I mean, it's just a romantic way to say energy.
Well, yeah, but we're technically all atoms. We're all energy, and when you die, your consciousness, which goes back to the absolute, and then you go out to wherever you need to go.
So what happens when you get old, then, and your energy level drops? Then that's
the consciousness takes you back to the absolute.
So then all my whimsical floofiness will not just die in the ether. It'll go be whimsically floofy somewhere else. I love that.
Well, according to this paper by the Central Intelligence Agency, by Colonel, I can look up his name, Colonel so-and-so here.
That's a strange name. Can't look up his name.
Who knew his parents were kinky like that? But anyway, so it's very interesting because he talks about the absolute and consciousness and energy, which most, I think, people actually think of. So if you think of energy as
how did we get on? How did we move on from Easter bunnies to the CIA? Is that
because Noosh is talking up? Because Noosh was talking about.
I'm sensing a form of conspiracy here.
Thank you. Noosh is telling us about, it's a conspiracy show. Noosh is telling us, that's what the title of the show is, Conspiracy Show. Noosh was telling us that she's stuck in a cab with these two chicks, or women, or ladies, or whatever they used to be called nowadays.
Don't call them ma'am.
Okay, the two ma'ams, the madams. She said the three of them are in a car, full of whatever females do in a car. And then they start talking about mating, because, chicks are horny. So we got on it from there, because I said, then you can go bada boom, bada bim at any time of the night. She said, no, because she said, no, there's a special time and place. And then we started to talk about the meaning of life, because you're going to give birth, and we got a virgin thing going on here, right?
And speaking about the meaning of life, there is a very big controversy on the new life of baby chicks and Easter. Shall we dye them for Easter or not? Some people think it's very unsafe. Some say that they shed, it's completely fine.
They all die. They all die for Easter. I mean, have you seen what they do with them? They just vacuum them all up, and then.
What a cue!
You know, Noosh, that in Europe they're eaten as a delicacy. These, these very young chicks.
No, but I was thinking of color dye, not dye in my plate. Oh, that's right.
There is safe dye. There is safe dye you can use, because when they do the dogs and stuff.
Well, you were just talking about dying safely, weren't you? We were all going to die safely and come back as a consciousness.
The absolute. I know this is the conspiracy show. This is very exciting. Let's talk about the lizard. What are the lizard people and the aliens going to do for Easter and Passover? Because theoretically, if the angel of death,
I want to go back to this thing about why you dismiss a virgin birth, whereas in fact it is part of Jewish. It is part of the Jewish mythology. So how can you dismiss that, Stephen? Ask your rabbi.
I am a rabbi. Rabbi just means teacher. Let me explain to you. Here's how this is.
I know.
First of all, here it is. First of all, the translations that they look at are translated wrong, and they'll tell you that over the years they're just not right. Number two, whatever rabbi,
no ChatGPT then.
Right, no ChatGPT back in the day. And the other thing is that it's great that we think there's going to be a virgin birth, but I think, if I'm not mistaken, I read this book many years ago, and when they talk about a virgin birth back 10,000, 20,000, whatever years ago, it's much different. Virgin, whatever, we go with that. It's much different than the word virgin today. So I think you have to go back to the original meaning.
It's a bit like buying olive oil. Then, there's no virgins in
correct.
There's no virgins in virgin olive oil. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
That is very true. So I think that you have to go back and look at what the word virgin meant 2,000 or 3,000 or 4,000 years ago.
Okay.
And you have to go from there, and then you can determine a virgin birth. And I'm okay with that.
It's true that.
And then I read a book
of words, depending on a culture and a time.
Yep.
I mean, for example, all the words evolve depending on how you use them in your time. Our generation, for example, uses the word love to such extent that at this point it doesn't really mean anything that it used to mean in the time of Shakespeare. Right. You love Pringles. I mean, it's tricky. Tricky times.
Oh,
so we should look into
the guy who invented Pringles loved him so much he was buried in a Pringle-shaped coffin. But that's the guy who originally invented Pringles when they buried him.
Nice.
Well,
it is a democracy.
Yeah, one pop. Well, they say one pop and you can't stop. But that's probably another show altogether.
All right, let's see what other trivia I can give you. That was fun. All right, so I think that I did not know that it's a thing to dye chicks in many colors for Easter.
You didn't know it's a thing to dye? People die all the time. I don't understand. You don't know if people die?
Coloring, my goodness.
A colored dye, yeah.
A colored dye, sure, that makes a lot of sense because you wouldn't just dye something white.
Trees, blah blah blah. The first story of a rabbit.
The first story of a rabbit. Peter Rabbit.
So it was the Easter Bunny hiding eggs in a garden. Was published in 1680. So we've been doing that not for that long. Do you guys hide your eggs and go?
I always hide my eggs.
Stephen, hold your horses.
Okay, I'm not gonna say a word.
We used to do that back in the castle. It was so nice.
Is that not just medieval imagery to say to people, look, this is the beginning of the year, the new life has come, and that new life, look into the fields, you see all these rabbits, and these rabbits are producing young because it's the beginning of the year, and of course let's just click a Christian
kill a Christian. All right.
No, not kill a Christian. Let's just click that. Let's just click a Christian holiday into the pagan festival agenda, and we'll say, okay, right. So it's Easter. It's a new life around us, illustrated by bunnies, illustrated by chickens.
And eggs. I mean, eggs is the fertility, the birth. Everything is restarting at around
at Easter. Yeah. So it would have been easy. It would have been easier for a lot of medieval Christians to pick that up and run with it. So
and jumping for Stephen, Passover is an oldie. It was actually the first holiday the Jews have ever celebrated 3,300 years ago.
Yeah, because the angel of death came over and wiped out all the people in Egypt because they wouldn't give us the pyramids like we asked. So we sent Nunzio and Rocco over from.
Well, you didn't own the pyramids; they belonged to the lizard people, Stephen. That's why you couldn't have them.
Well, listen. First of all, we've worked with the lizard people since the beginning of time. Let's not even quibble.
Okay, I got that.
Do you think that the lizard people helped make the world's biggest matzah? Do you know how big it was? It was made in New York City, obviously, by chef Anthony Silvestri, who made a matzah ball measuring 22.9, that can be feet? Well, it was weighing 267 pounds. Oh my God.
That would be feet then. That has to be feet, not inches, Noosh.
So what was it, Noosh?
You have a stupid measuring system. So
what was it, Noosh?
It's feet.
Yeah, what?
It was 10 meters. It was 10 meters. It's 10 meters long and 300 pounds.
What exactly would object are we discussing? Because I missed that.
A matzah.
The biggest
and
matzah.
That is for the.
It's trivia. I told you I'm bringing you trivia for the holidays. So we have big matzah ball.
It's so trivial that I have no idea what you're talking about. So
okay, so
a lot of people don't
that
either.
Is the whole point.
Right. Here's, let me explain. No one knows what she's talking about. Okay, so here's
I'm Church of England, me, you know.
So, well, yeah, that's a religion. Anyway, so matzah, what matzah is, it's unleavened bread, and during Passover, you're not allowed to eat bread, so you have matzah. And then kids eat matzah throughout the year because it's almost like a wafer or a cracker, and you can put butter or jam on it or whatever, and that's it. Yeah, it's really good. So you know how you guys say that fake body and blood of Christ crap when you go to your church and the guy with the dog collar goes, and
exactly
you basically eat the matzah.
Same stuff.
It's the
same stuff. Except our guys don't molest. Our guys don't molest the little boys. And other than that, it's basically the same.
Well, they probably do, but that doesn't get put in the Catholic Chronicle. But that's a different thing.
Oh my God! All right, let's see what other trivia.
We're off the air now. We're totally banned now, Stephen.
That's it. That's true. Go ahead.
So do you guys know or can guess where is the home of the world's largest Passover Seder? Sorry. Yes.
And what's it say? What is a Seder? Is that? Could you explain that, Seder?
You go, Stephen.
Thank you. So a Seder is what you have. It's Passover. It's like a Passover dinner. It's where you break bread with your loved ones and do your whole thing. It's a Seder. And you have eggs and you have.
Oh, so you Seder here, and you Seder there, and you Seder there. Okay.
We
Seder around. Yeah, you say everyone does a little Seder. It's like.
Yeah.
Anyway,
you all Seder around the table here then?
I'll tell you, it's either going to be in two places. The largest Seder is either going to be at 666 in Brooklyn because of the Rebbe, or it's going to be in Israel. So it's either Brooklyn or Israel. Those are my guesses.
No, it's in Nepal.
666 in Brooklyn.
Nepal, really?
Right?
It's at Nepal.
So why Nepal? Why Nepal?
That's why the woman was in the taxi. Come on.
Wait. I want to hear about why this is in Nepal with the girl who's going to give birth to the orgy.
The country is overflowing with young Israeli travelers who have recently finished their army service, and when it comes time for Passover, someone to be reminded of their mom's chicken soup experience the familiar crunch of matzah. Other attendees simply hear of this massive event and feel compelled to travel to Nepal to experience the holiday in such a unique way. Rabbis fly in to lead the Seder.
Wow,
Seder, and tens of participants show up in advance to help prepare for the guests. Now that's a lot of company.
That is really cool. And this all started because you shared a cab with a chick from Nepal and a chick from South America. Look at that. Look what you guys started.
That
is very cool.
It's strange. It's strange though that a lot of people don't want to stay in Israel. They just want to go somewhere else to party.
Well, because if you don't put the blood on the door, the angel like that takes you like that. So
is that right?
That is intense.
Okay.
It's intense.
Okay. So
David just put up the warning: adult content humor. You think?
So in Russia, I'm just going to add another trivia for Russians. So the way that we celebrate Easter, which is is easy there. Yeah. We boil eggs, and then we paint eggs in beautiful colors, or however we see fit. And then we have an egg war. I don't know why they call it a war, like a little battle. So you take your egg, and the person in front of you picks whatever egg they like, and then you have to hit both eggs, and whichever egg broke loses. I don't know really what they lose. It's just like fun to paint and do. But yeah, so we've been invited to a wonderful place I've never been for Easter from this lady who loves to draw me at my drawing class. And we are bringing, everybody is supposed to bring either appetizers or desserts. So I'm bringing mimosa eggs à la Noosh for my Frenchiness. We're going to be painting eggs for the Russianness. For the Greekness, we're going to make baklava in the shape of eggs. So it's going to
gotta make a baklava.
Oh,
yeah, I like
baklava. Yes.
But when these eggs are broken, do you lose your virginity? Is that the whole idea of that one?
No, this is no, because we're not yellow. We're not like
we're not yellow bears. We're not yellow bears.
Yellow bear. Although my outfit is going to be a little bit yellowish. Ha ha.
So she's not a virgin.
No. No virgins in the house. Not allowed. All right, let me see. What can I give to you? Ooh, you know what? This is a great little segue for.
Yes. Oh, you're gonna sing?
A new little song.
Okay, I love this. This is gonna be a short.
So I wrote a song.
Have I got time to leave the room now?
It's gonna be great for Easter, but bear with me. I just wrote it, so. All right.
Is this the Easter Bunny song? This.
All right. What would you do if you lived the life of a dog? You could quack all day long. What a quacking luck! Quacking at the Quakers, caulking beavers' dams. What is it? Quacking beavers' dams. Quackingly ruining long trim dresses of Madame. Yeah, it's the life of a dog. Don't you dare run amok of my mockingbird. Quacking beak like a clock, you'll find him by the dock, quacking at the herd. My canard à l'orange is very, very strange. Oh, is it strange for you? Quack, 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 quack. Quack, 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 quack. Quack, 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 quack.
That was magnificent. That is a new. If that doesn't make it to the top 10 chart, nothing will. We have Dog's Life, a new song.
I thought it was a case of Noosh being a duck. To be honest.
Well, it has a little. If you like ducks and dogs.
So I sang that song. Actually, yeah, I sang that song at my baker's, and she has a hound dog that I think never heard a ukulele or a dog. He did not like that at all. He ran away.
Can I tell you, my dog loved it so much that she fell asleep. So there you go. Sound asleep, chewing her bone. Now drool's coming out of her mouth, so she's very excited. Yes, she loved it. That was a beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be a short, and by over the weekend, that will be on YouTube, Facebook, and our TikTok channel. So if you just want to listen to Noosh sing, that 2 minutes,
quacking beak like a clock. You will find him
I thought at a certain point, Noosh, that you were singing in French as well, because that would be quite nice. Could you give us a little bit of that in French? You think? So we'll have like multilingual version of it.
Exactly. At the end, my canard à l'orange is very,
something's
very
going wrong with
strange.
Noosh's camera now.
Or is it strange for you?
No, we'd see
anyway,
I wanted to at the moment.
Something cute and sweet for Easter.
Okay. What do you got for us, Noosh?
What? No, it's not.
Okay, your Easter special. Well, your internet. You didn't feed the gerbil apparently because it's going in and out a little bit.
What's happening?
Yeah. Now you're good, but I don't know. Now it's good. Before it didn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now it looks good.
Oh, but wait, am I back?
You're back. You were never gone. It's just that you were a little jittery, and we didn't want the fans to miss anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
So a little bit of a delay on the feed today.
I haven't moved. Yes. I don't know.
Okay. So what special do you have?
It was charged for my computer. He loved my. I'm a little jittery. All right. So what do I have for the fans? So I started drawing a cartoon from our drawing class. So I'm gonna pick you one of my favorites that I'm gonna be voicing for you and showing you in the camera. All right, let me see.
Ooh.
Let me move this here so you can see what I'm doing.
Very cool.
Oh. No.
Nice.
No.
Sorry, Vay. That was awesome.
Well, that's the one for today. I have many more. I'm
Welcome everybody.
Shorts. So I know you guys have been missing my shorts, and I got about 11 cartoon of my cartoons that I'll be making in that format for you to have nice little giggles, my darlings.
We like when we giggle. We like your shorts.
So I'm trying to do one every other morning so I can entertain them to look at and get them happy. Even if they wake up with the wrong foot, they can always get back on the right one.
By the way, now you're internet? Perfect. Now you're
Yes?
Yeah, now you're perfect. Yeah. I have no idea. Yeah.
Maybe because my microphone is closer.
That's just the lizard people they're taking all your power.
Yeah. Conspiracy theory. They don't want us to talk about the virgin birth probably because there's no virgins.
Yeah. You better run outside and see if you've got a cross on your door. Anything can happen now.
I don't have a cross. I only have my bunny. How do you like that bunny egg, by the way? So I made those beautiful windows for the central house of my town. And now that he has businesses in all the first floor, I get to have back all my beauties that I made. I have another one hanging over there. So for each holiday, I have everybody back. Isn't that nice?
That's very nice.
Yeah. You'll probably have to move. You probably have to move very soon, then, Noosh, because you won't have any space to sit.
Well, we share. We make it work. Between his fluffiness and my kosher bacon, we're very comfortable for each other.
Talking about fluffiness, what happened? What happened to the teddy?
Oh,
we haven't seen him for a while.
There. Oh, he's looking at me. He's hanging out in my forest with the other bunny egg. Should we name the bunny eggs?
You could?
No. Let's hold on the bunny eggs. We still haven't named my dragons. Okay, Americans out there, it's been months. TikTok. Look at those cuties. Please. Look. And then
I think the dragon needs a cool name like Ralph.
Ralph and Lauren.
If that's the case, you have to call the other one Lauren, then, don't you? Ralph and Lauren.
There you go. That's a cute dragon.
I know. Yes.
Yeah, he needs to go to the dentist. But other than that, he's fine.
Yeah.
Well, we all need to go to the dentist. I know.
I just went.
How are you doing? How are you doing? So yes,
so, Noosh,
please come on, help me out to find.
What are you doing?
Cool names.
We'll help you. We'll help you name your dragons, and so we'll come up with names for you for next week. But what are you doing for whatchamacallit? What are you doing for Passover or Easter? Other than going to this lady's house to crash eggs.
Well, I am moving Passover to next week because I missed it this week, and this Sunday I am invited.
You passed it over then. That's what you said.
Yes,
you passed over Passover.
Next week. Well, I don't know. I think I've been delayed because I delayed all my holidays since Christmas and Hanukkah. I was late for everything this year. So I'm a little bit delayed, but that's okay. You know, humans are not perfect as long as I do it.
Okay.
But I will be starting with our Christian Egg Fest this Sunday at this lovely lady, Anne. I can't quite pronounce her last name. The woman who draws me. So we will be there.
Oh, really?
Cracking eggs.
Yeah.
Yes, and I'll bring my duck song and my duck eggs. So I have a recipe that I'm going to be trying that I've had in my mind for quite a while. So you know the eggs mimosa, the French egg mimosa. You make a hard egg, you cut it in half, you take the yellow, and then you mix it with mayo, blah blah blah, whatever you want. I mean, not whatever you want. You follow the recipe. Me, I'm going to do it differently. I'm going to get some duck eggs. They have a much bigger yellow bit, and I'm going to use the yellow bit as the white. So instead of having the white that is empty where you put the yellow mixed up, I'm going to use the big yellow, and then on top put a mixture of tarragon and egg whites and homemade mayo and something else that I'm not sure yet.
You should do a cooking show.
This is going to be the new
one week you should just do a cooking show and teach people how to cook something.
Oh my god, I would love that. I have so many recipes. Maybe we can do it for Shabbat. Shabbat I do a whole chicken every Shabbat. There's not a chicken like the other ever.
Nice. We should do a whole cooking show.
Yeah. Why not? You know what?
And let's do the first
cooking show with my guest.
Noosh gets stuffed at Easter. Probably not a good name.
Cook a bunny.
Cook a bunny,
No, we can cook a bunny, no.
A chocolate bunny, not a real bunny. Very cool. Noosh is very relaxed today. Noosh doesn't have a guest today, so she's just chill. She's lost her book of color.
I wanted to go back to the basics, even though I do not have my book of colors.
And you don't have her book
nor our wonderful Bernard.
I know.
I lost Bernard. Bernard is on the mission to find more
information. Bernard's probably at Tommy's, and the other book is probably at the Rub Guy.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, I just got so excited.
But I think maybe you should close the show off today, Noosh, with singing to us again with your ukulele, but then in French, because everybody loves your French.
Yeah, but I don't have any French songs.
You just sung The Dog's Life in French.
Yeah. For all those French friends, but be a French
dog. Black in French too.
I was thinking of maybe bringing you some wisdom with Monsieur Sartre.
Let's of course. Let's have some words of wisdom. This will be awesome for the conspiracy show and the lizard people.
I'll
as long as it's in French, we'll get it past the censor then.
Yeah.
I will be reading and singing for you.
Oh.
Nous ne cherchons pas. Oh wow, I got my phone excited. Shh.
Oh, it's Bernard. He's calling you. He wants to be on the show. He said, "Why are you not quoting me on the show this week? Come on."
Well, I'll bring him back. Okay. Image et pensée. Nous ne chercherons pas à savoir si toute pensée irréfléchie prend forme d'image. Il nous suffit d'avoir constaté que l'image est comme une incarnation de la pensées irréfléchies. La conscience imageante représente un certain type de pensée. Une pensée qui se constitue dans et par son objet.
That was beautiful.
Well, the end.
That is beautiful.
Absolutely no idea what it was about, but you could sing a phone directory to me. I'd still be happy. So.
Oh, that was so nice. You boys are easy.
we are basically, yes. That's what our wives say.
Cheap and easy.
No, I have. Well, no, that would be for next time. I have a song. Actually, you know what? Chat made me cry. That Chat GPT that not everybody talks about it, by the way, because a lot of people at least in the woods, very few people know about it. But there I was on our Sunday morning ritual to go get a bagel with Michael. And I was with my ukulele trying to find more lyrics for my freshly squeezed new song of watering dragonflies, mind you. Mm-hmm. And Michael told me to ask Chat, see what he comes up with. So after debating that with my soul for a few minutes, I asked Chat very politely, please, would you mind writing me 12 verses with the theme of watering dragonflies, rhyming in a sweet, soft palette of songwriting. And under a minute, he wrote me those 12 verses that were really good. So by that time we arrived at the bakery, I was in tears. I was upset and conflicted. I did not know what to think. But then he's not as good as me. I wrote an amazing song, and
nobody can write the dog's life song. The dog's life song that you just sang, the ChatGPT can't
no.
that. So.
No, they couldn't do that.
Billboard top 100 easily.
Yeah, I think so. We're gonna do that as a short. I think all your fans are gonna love it. I think it's like, please, they'll be begging for you to do that live somewhere.
Well, I will be doing it live all weekend, so I'll be practicing.
Everybody.
I just wrote it a couple days ago, so I'm not very, very good at it. But I wanted to sing it for you for Easter.
Well, that was a nice Easter Passover special conspiracy theory show that we had today. So this was awesome. So that's the title of today's show: is Easter Passover special conspiracy show.
Well done,
Noosh. It's always a pleasure. We will see you next week. Everybody subscribe and like. If you don't like the show, keep your mouth quiet. If you like it, tell all your friends. We will see everybody next Friday.
And help us find a name for those cuties. Yes.
Yes, we need a name for the dragons.